Yes, yes, you read it right. Today we are going to be seeing some Chrono Zeus Dragon gameplay because Max, again, has sent in his clip of him, getting Chrono Zeus and using him in some battles. And since I am never even going to be able to touch the dragon, I really appreciate them sending in the clip so that we can all, see him and see what he's like in battle together. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of this clip, and right at the beginning, they managed to get the Chrono Aphrodite Dragon Champion of Chrono Zeus badge unlocked, and, taking part in the crowded nursery while you're hatching divines is pretty good. So we don't have the hatching of Chrono Zeus, but that's okay. That's okay. We still get to see this beautiful little boy star. So, Chrono Zeus himself is okay of a dragon. He's not the best divine in the world, but the main thing is most people that got Chrono Zeus were going to get Chrono Aphrodite, and Chrono Aphrodite, as you know, is an exception divine. Not as good as Freyja, I would say, on average, and, Max does have Freyja and Hathor as well, as we've seen in the past, but Chrono Aphrodite is certainly a strange dragon, to say the least. She's very weird. So I will say that, but we've also got Poseidon in here as well to make me even more sad, I guess. It's like when I see other people using Chrono Zeus and Poseidon and stuff like that, I am genuinely happy for them, but it does sting a little bit on the inside, just a little bit. A little bit of stinging. But obviously these poor little epics and commons are going to get absolutely destroyed by these divines, even at level 1. Well, not level 1, but element level 1, shall we say. Because, each element has 6 different levels. You can choose which upgrade to go with, yada yada. I'm sure most of you know that. But until they get upgraded, most divines are pretty sucky. Like, level 1 divines are just awful, in general. So, there we go, little palm tree getting absolutely demolished by that Dragon Fury. That was kind of overkill. But there are loads of people out there, more than you'd think, that actually did get both of these dragons, because, from the way that I talk about the Divine Chest, you'd think, wow, why would anyone ever spend money? But some people will still choose to spend money to get these dragons. These are the base stats of Chrono Zeus, just in case you're wondering. So Shadow, Metal, 88 attack, 252 health. Still a good dragon. Not the best divine, like I said, but he's still a very good dragon overall. Then Chrono Aphrodite, which is the dragon that gets unlocked after you get Chrono Zeus and the other divine, Chrono Hades. These are the base stats of Chrono Aphrodite. So she is a plant and light. Some people prefer that. Some people would prefer the Shadow. And even though they both have 88 attack, which is pretty disgusting, the difference is Chrono Aphrodite also has 289 health. We've been through this before, but the main problem with the exception divines, like Freyja and Hathor and Chrono Aphrodite now, is the fact that they have absolutely no downside. They have some of the highest attack in the game, they have some of the highest health in the game, and any non-divine, non-legendary dragon is just gonna get walloped. There's no way they're going to be able to hold up against these dragons anymore. So, for now, we just have to be grateful that we can at least even see these dragons in recordings. And there are people out there that have done it, I know. But I am not someone that was willing to spend that amount of money on these dragons. But if you did get it, then congratulations. If you somehow managed to get Chrono Zeus for free, I don't know of anyone that has. If that somehow happened to one individual in the world, then I don't even know what to tell. I would just be absolutely gobsmacked if that was the case. And we know that new divine dragons have been added to the game, so the question is, are these 3, I think it's 3 new divines, are they exception divines? Or are they regular divines? And the question is, are they going to be part of another Time Rift style event, or are these dragons going to be new dragons altogether? Because, Chrono Aphrodite, Chrono Hades, and Chrono Zeus were obviously the new divines from this event, so what are we gonna have? Imagine Chrono Thais Enron. Chrono Thais Enron, that would be weird, to say the least. Chrono Pangu, you know, since we have Chrono Aphrodite and she was a breedable dragon, the Pangu was breedable, so are we getting a Chrono Pangu? I honestly can't even imagine that, but the thing is, considering that Pangu's elements are looked down on quite a lot because, you know, Planet Earth is, it's not that good. Not together, at least. It's fine on the same team, but on the same dragon it's kind of iffy. But if they made him in a Chrono form, they might give him better elements. That would be cool. And plus, you know, we've got tons of other new dragons just in general. Maybe we have some that fit that theme. Oh, I love Cancer. Take that quote out of context, please, I beg of you. But, again, Gemini Alpha, Gemini Beta, Cancer. You know, I'm looking out for the other dragons every day. I'm checking social media left, right, and center going, please, please, give me the other Zodiac dragons, I beg of you. Oh my god, Chrono Hypnos. Imagine if there was a Chrono Hypnos that was even sleepier than this boy. That would be ridiculous. Oh, and there is one thing that I haven't really mentioned yet about the new update that people keep talking about. And I've never really noticed myself so far in this new update, but apparently some of the base dragons got slight animation changes. So, like, the Thais Emerald dragon here, you saw him move a little bit just there. I think the animation is different because rather than them looking like they're walking, they sort of like throw their whole body forward like a seal now. So it kind of looks more like you see that, right? I'm not going crazy, but apparently there are some changes to animations to dragons, like small minor ones, that unless you really pay attention, you're probably not going to notice. But I don't know why we weren't told this in the patch notes. Like, just give us everything that changed in the patch so that people don't see something going, oh my god, is it a bug? Is it a bug? Do you have any idea how many people messaged me asking if this was a bug? No, I think putting all that effort into actually making an animation that looks realistic is not a bug. Someone actually worked on that for a while, but, you know, generally speaking, there are small changes that have happened in the latest update that we have not really talked about. Again, the UI for farms was also changed along with petting dragons, which looks completely different now. There has been, so far from what I've seen, a sort of split about who likes it and who doesn't. Like, people are going, oh my god, the petting screen is so ugly, I hate it, I hate all of it, change it back. And look, I might have been a little bit iffy about it at first, but I'm gonna give it time. I'm gonna let it settle in. I'm gonna see how it feels in a week or so. Maybe we'll prefer it then. I don't know. It's just, I think a lot of people have a problem with the petting screen. Like, if I show it to you, I think the main thing that people have been complaining about is the fact that when you enter, obviously everything's changed in position, you know, that's fine, we're used to that. But the thing that most people seem to hate is the dark, like, faded darkness at the bottom. That's what they don't seem to like, because they're just like, why? Why do we need it to be faded? There must be a reason. I can't imagine it was just thrown in there randomly for no reason. If it was, okay then, that's fine. If it wasn't, which we'll probably never find out, then maybe it looks better on phones or something. There's always something, usually, for why a UI change was made in a particular way. Because you've got to think, when you play this game, you just sit here mindlessly tapping, attack, attack, kill it, murder it, death. Fine, that takes a click, but when people actually make these games, they got to think, you know, what's best for someone that's staring at the screen for long periods of time, just trying to get through. So, I have faith, and I believe that there is a reason for everything, and I will stick by that. I just don't know what that reason is. Alright? I just know that it's different. And for now, we're just still getting used to the new update changes and everything. I will say that if we do get new dragons in this new update, like hidden ones, like special divines, like a Chrono Pangu, for example. If that were to happen, I do want to keep hoarding food so that maybe by then we'll have enough to actually feed up a dragon to max level. Because at the moment, 137 million food, I believe that's enough to level up a dragon to around about level 75. But as soon as a dragon gets to level 80, things start getting expensive. And to fully level up a dragon to level 100, is it 300 million or 400 million? I don't remember off the top of my head anymore. But it's going to cost us a lot of food if we ever want to get another dragon to max level. And who knows, by the time we get enough for that, maybe the max level will have increased to 110 by then. I just hope that the next time they try and, you know, implement a level increase, if it happens beyond level 100, I hope that they add some more map to do that. Because when we got the level 100 update, we got all of that extra campaign map, which really, really helped with getting enough food and gold and resources in general to, you know, actually be able to progress properly. I just don't want them to bring out a level increase, but then us have no way to really progress properly. Because, like, if they brought out level 110 right now, I'd be stuck with just Andy again. And I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that for anyone, really, because especially people that are still trying to level up their main team in particular, you know, whenever new level increases come out, they're the people that get hurt the most. Because those that have all of the food and materials and that hoarded just get further and further ahead. Which, you know, that's how these games work, but it also does feel pretty bad for anyone that's just, you know, trying their best to level up as fast as they can, but going from level 60 dragons to level 100, trust me, it takes a while. It takes a long ass time. Even if you're someone that spends money on, like, VIP for skipping battle tickets and stuff like that, it's still going to be a very, very long, arduous process for you. Never mind people that have never paid for anything in game. But hey, you know, we're used to that by now. We're level 138. We know what the deal is around here. I could be leveling up much, much quicker, but I don't do enough fights and enough actual stuff in a day in DML. And who's to blame for that? Only myself. Only me to blame. I will say though, one thing I'm noticing is that when we're trying to go into battles, it is slightly delayed in the game now. Maybe the new update it ruins the game. Like if we click it, sometimes it's fine. But then sometimes if you go into a fight, it just like takes half a second and then it loads you in. Never really had that in this game before. But hey, new updates, new bugs, new changes, new dragons. Anything can happen. There we go. It happened there. It happened for like a full second. And sometimes I think I'm going crazy and just talking out my butt, my ass. But then it happens, I'm like, look, do you see it? I'm not the only one doing it, right? I'm not going mental. I don't think so. Not in this case, at least. But regardless, that is everything that I wanted to show off for today. So I'm sad that we don't have our own Chrono Zeus and that to get hold of. I'm sad we didn't get Poseidon. But I'm glad that for anyone that at least wanted to see them, you got a little small snippet of that. So thank you for sending in the clips. If you are someone that wants to send in dragon clips so that we can show it to other people, go ahead. I am always happy and open to receiving them, as long as, you know, they're of at least an okay quality to be shown. Like, I'm not gonna show 105p video. It's not even doable, but if you somehow manage to do it, I wouldn't be able to do that. But, you know, thank you to everyone that's ever sent in clips, and kudos to anyone that managed to get any of those special dragons. But for now, until next time, I will hopefully see you there.